Welcome back to the Running Reb Show.
Hey, how you doing this morning? And I'd like to thank Okie Rob for my introduction to my video today. Hey, listen, I haven't been doing a lot of videos the past couple of weeks because of three things. The weather is one thing. The availability of seeds is another thing in this area. They usually don't bring the seeds in until really this month. The third thing was I was having a lot of excavation work done, grading work done. In the garden this morning, it rained half an inch last night. That's the bad side to living in the southeastern part of the United States in the springtime, is the weather cycle. It's always rainy in the first part of the year. Mid part of the year it's dry, and then it's a mixture in the fall. So you can't really count on your weather to accommodate your planting schedule. But anyhow, I'm going to walk down and check on the cabbages because we did have a bad rain last night. But first off, I'll show you one of the reasons why we have not had any videos produced in the past couple of weeks other than the cabbage update and my bee swarm trap video. But we're just going to look around for a second and you'll see what I had done. So, as you can tell by all the fresh dirt, this was actually a kind of a dip that we had filled in. And they got kind of close to my Scuffy Dum and Musky Dum vines. And they got close to the beehives up until the little fella got stung. And there are my peach plum trees that the weather, I don't know if you can see them. That's them right there. And the cold weather they were full of blooms. So I won't get any fruits off that this year. And there's K-Ro's little chicken tractor with her hens and her roosters. She doesn't use store-bought eggs in her baking. She always likes fresh eggs. But what we done was, this was a bank that separated us from the roadway. And no, it's not some county road project. This is just going to be the pad to the driveway, the backyard, and the garage. We've got a lot of work going on up here this summer and this coming fall, so and it rained hard last night. I just didn't want the bank gone because I wanted the privacy from the roadway. Then we had to have a new driveway installed too, so we went ahead and done that. But the bad part about this is there's a slate rock in the yard now. The bad part about this is where that brush pile is where my melon patch usually goes. So I'll be burning that brush and just kind of stimulating the nutrients in the ground. But I don't think I'll be planting melons there this year, so I'm going to find another spot. And another thing, as you can tell, these plum trees are a year old that I planted. I planted them last spring, I believe. I got one right there that they didn't really hit. That's pretty much how sorry it looked whenever I bought it and planted it. Here's one that has no growth on it. A little bit. Just barely. And I'm not going to tell you where I got them at. But I know you can tell by the way the sticker looks. They're worthless. I'm telling you, these trees, these big box stores, and I just bought them because you know, it was a close by store and I wanted some real quick, but I have learned my lesson. From now on, I will go to a privately owned nursery and pick up my own stuff. It may be a little bit more, but you get what you pay for. Man, look how wet this ground is. Oh man, these cabbages are coming along great. Look at the water standing in my garden spot though. Like a pig pen. I'm not going to be able to walk out in there, but I can kick it from the side and we'll do some close-ups. Oh yeah. They're flat putting it on, I'm telling you. Now this row's not doing so good, but that inside row is doing magnificent. And I'm sinking already. Oh yeah, they're coming on. Now remember, we had weather last week, 20 degrees. It went from, hang on a second, there we go. It went from 20 degrees last week to 2 days ago it was 20 degrees in the morning times. Right now it's 10 o'clock and it's 60. The week before it was 70 degrees. So that kind of messes up your planting cycles a little bit. You have to plan for that. I know a lot of people jump the gun and put some stuff out that wasn't ready to be set out. Don't get discouraged. Just go ahead and get some more seeds if that's what you've done. I don't start seeds. I can get tomatoes down here for 50 cents a cup. Any variety I want. And I know the people that run the greenhouse, so I pretty much know their growing cycles and how they do it, and I've always had good luck with their vegetable plants. And so for me to start seeds on my own would be just too time consuming, and I don't like doing that. Now I have friends that do that, and that's fine, but for me, I'd rather go ahead and buy a plant that's already started and has growing potential. Then I've never had real good luck transplanting seeds, if that makes sense. I've started my own tomato plants and I've bought tomato plants, and the ones that I've started just didn't produce like the ones that I had bought from the nursery that I normally go to. So I just like, for myself, because the cost expenditure to go buy my plants from the nursery. And everybody says, well, what do you mean cost? Well, by the time I buy my cups, which you don't really buy your cups, you can use anything, styrofoam cups, paper cups. I used to make cups out of newspapers. But potting soil and just, you know, moving them to the light, from the sunlight, out on the porch, into the porch, or it just, that's not for me. It's just too aggravating for me to do. I'd rather just go buy my plants when I'm ready to plant them and stick them in the ground. Now, if you want to do your own plants, that's great. Now's the time to get your tomato seeds started. In Georgia, that is, North Georgia. If you were in the southern region or a different part towards out west, you should have had your tomato plant started. But right now, in this area that I'm in, there's plenty of time to start your seeds that you can get your garden put out. Because you're still going to have one more frost. According to the almanac and according to the old farmers down here. There's still going to be one more frost and one more cold snap. And then we got blackberry winter. But that's just an update on our garden spot. I'm sorry that we can't do anything this weekend. I can't control Mother Nature. That's just part of being a hobbyist gardener. But anyhow, I'm out of here for a while. I've got to go get some grass seed and straw, and I might pick up some seed. And if we do that, I'll film that to where we're going to the greenhouse and the nursery and doing all that. So y'all have a great weekend. I hope the weather's great for planting in your area, and see you next time. Oh, by the way, check out Okie Rob and 628 Dirt Rooster. Dirt Rooster doesn't do any gardening, but he does do some excellent beekeeping removal or beekeeping. And Okie Rob plants about everything under the sun. Hit like, subscribe, leave me a message, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching.
Y'all come back now, you hear?